Once you have your console set up the way you want it, whether it be in single scene or two scene mode, and your faders configured the way you want, it's time to start bringing up lights. That is what the Express console is designed to do after all. I've got this console set up in two scene mode, so I'm going to cover how the desk is going to operate when in two scene mode. It's a 4896. The 72144 will operate the same way. And the 2448 will operate in a similar way, provided it's in two scene mode, but of course the fader configuration is a little bit different. The basic concept behind two scene mode is that you're manually setting up your lights using your faders. What that means is that if I wanted to bring up channel 1, I simply go up to my channel 1 fader and I can increase its intensity. As I push the fader up, the intensity of the channel will show up on the display. I can then move down the line and bring up some channels in scene A. And basically, as I'm doing that, I'm bringing up the lights and any dimmers that are assigned to those channels. If I am in single scene mode, I can continue working my way all the way down and just bring up lights all the way up to channel 96. However, in two scene mode, what I have the option of doing now is setting up a scene here, and I'm going to bring up a bunch of different lights that are down on my second row of faders. And you notice nothing is happening on the display. That's because right now, if I look at my crossfader pair, which is the AB fader pair on the console, when I set the board into two scene mode, these become the fader pairs that say, is it the top row that is active or is it the bottom row that is active? And as I move these two handles down simultaneously, it will actually crossfade from the top to the bottom row. So let's see how that looks on my monitor here. So here is scene A. I'm going to pull the faders down, and you'll see that simultaneously scene A was going out and scene B was coming up. Again, remember down here in my fader status display, you can always see what the status of your faders are. And you can see right here I've got scene A at 0% and scene B at 100%. Now that scene B is at 100%, I can reset what scene A is without affecting what's going on stage, because I have it written down on a cue sheet somewhere. Now I have a new scene for scene A, and when I'm ready for scene A to occur, I simply slide the two faders up together, and I will crossfade from scene B back to scene A. You'll notice that when the faders are all the way to the top, I'm working in scene A because it's the top row of faders, and when my faders are all the way at the bottom, I'm working in scene B because that's my bottom row of faders. And that's the basic operation of two scene mode, and that will carry through to all the Express consoles that are capable of two scene preset operation.